Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is our honor to introduce Odiline Kava, a trailblazing leader in marketing, communications, and brand development. With over 3 decades of experience and a strong academic foundation, Odiline is a renowned business consultant, personal development, soft skills trainer, and brand architect. A respected leader in her field, Odiline has served in various capacities, including chairman of the management, training bureau board, and board member of prominent organizations. Through her expertise, Odiline empowers individuals and organizations to thrive through effective communication, collaboration, and personal development. As one of the most sought-after female speakers and trainers in the country and region, Odiline is a true inspiration. Please join us in welcoming the incomparable founder and managing consultant of Vakoma Business World, Odiline Kava.
Thank you. Thank you. We may take our seats. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. I'm hearing morning. Morning is not a greeting. It's time of the day. But a greeting is good morning. Thank you. Allow me to acknowledge the presence of the leadership, Amai and Baba Makandiwa. I'm going to take you through personal branding, which is building your unique identity. We all have a brand. Who can tell me, those closer to me, the 2 brands which are in this room? 2 brands which are in this room. Yes. Which are the 2 brands in the room? If you get it correct, you are going to have lunch with Vakoma at a day convenient to you. Yes, which are the 2 brands in the room?
All right, first is brand Emmanuel Makandiwa, and we also do have ZB as a brand.
Yes, but there are 2 brands in the room without names. 2 brands in the room without names. Without mentioning names, there are 2 brands in the room without mentioning names. 2 brands. Two brands. Yes, there is a hand here. 2 brands. Without mentioning names, we know Mama and Baba, they are super brands. Those ones are super brands. I want 2 brands in the room. Thank you. For time's sake, the 2 brands in the room are you and me. Okay, building your personal brand. It's a process which we call personal branding. And your personal branding, if I'm to ask you, how many animals do you see in that picture? Someone will say 5, someone will say 6, someone will say 10, and someone will say 12, and so on. Which means you cannot build your personal brand on your own without the help of others. You being with UFI Church means your pastors, your leaders, youth leaders, they are part of your personal branding journey. Your parents at home, they are part of your personal branding journey. When we then see all the animals in the picture, which are 13 animals, then you have built your brand. Because you cannot see all the 13 on your own, but if all of you come together and identify, you will be able to get the 13. In personal branding, the first thing you have to do is know who you are. Do you know who you are? There are people who carry the status of their work, their positions from the workplace they work. Oh, I am Odiline Kava. I am the managing director of Vakoma Business World. What happens to you when Vakoma says goodbye to you? What becomes of you? What becomes your personal brand? Some people talk about the status of their parents. They worked for it to build their personal brands. It's your duty as a youth to build your personal brand. What is that you do to address the needs of the people you serve is who you are. What are your passions? What are your skills? What are your strengths? Those build your personal brand. Education is very important. Positions we hold in our workplaces or in our colleges or schools as prefects and head boys, they are very important, but they don't make who you are. It is the things you do to address the needs of the people you interact with that becomes the who you are. Ask yourself, what makes you special? How many youth are in here? You all go to UFI Church. Some have done accounting, some have done marketing, some have done engineering. But what makes you special from those people who have done everything you have done also? You might be light in complexion like Vakoma, but there are so many people who are also light in complexion. But what makes you special? That's your personal brand. How does your uniqueness add value to the people you interact with? Look at your mom and dad. They've gathered you here and invited speakers to come and give you the knowledge. That's adding value to the youth of their church. So in your individual capacity, what value are you adding to the person sitting next to you? Do you leave this room and start talking about the dress or the trousers, that zip that was open? Did you go and tell that person that the zip is open, close it? That's adding value. What do you want to be known for? If you are ever to leave UFI today and relocate somewhere, your fellow youth, what will they say about you? Will they miss you and talk about you in a positive manner? Or they say, good riddance, he has left. Build your brand so that even your mom and dad will say, I wish this child of mine was still in Zimbabwe. This could have been done. That's your personal brand. I want you to think of yourself as a product or a brand. If I'm to put UFI Church there, compare yourself with UFI, which is a product I've placed there. How powerful are you? If you look at UFI, even if you are to ask a 3-year-old, if you ask them, what's UFI Church? They will tell you, Mama Ruth Makandiwa and Baba Emmanuel Makandiwa, which means it's powerful. Are you powerful? Is your name being spoken about in a room where you are not in? Because that's your personal brand. If Mama Makandiwa wants a youth to go and represent UFI church somewhere, will they pick on you? If she picks on you, you are powerful. You have a powerful brand. How authentic are you? There are people who wants to be this light, here Bob light, here Jinimbi light. You are living a fake life. We don't stop you from emulating someone, but they become your role model. You don't become the light of them. You learn from them. Be yourself. Be proud of who you are. Even if your nose is big, God saw it fit that your face needs a big nose. Be proud. If you went to Epworth Secondary School and your colleague went to St. George's, good morning at St. George's is the same good morning at Epworth. 1 + 1 is equals to 2 at Arundel, and 1 + 1 is equal to 2 at Rusununguko. You must love yourself. Be proud of who you are because God created you uniquely. Then consistency. How consistent are you? You are here at UFI Church. You want your leaders to see that you're a good girl, you're a good boy. Go home. Your mother is crying because they've asked you to go and pay electricity on their behalf or a water bill, and you give excuses. What kind of a youth are you? You are posting on social media. You got your TikTok, there's a different thing, a different you. You go on your Facebook, there is a different you. By doing that, you are not building your brand. Be consistent in everything you are doing. Then how visible are you? You just wait for Mama and Dad Makandiwa to bring you to this mountain for you to be visible. Are you taking part in youth events that are happening so that you get to be seen, to be noticed, and you connect with the people as you build your brand? Be visible as youth of today, but be visible in the right places that build your brand, not destroy your brand. And what value are you adding as a youth? We have children who are in homes. We have parents who are in homes. For example, Bumudzo in Chitungwiza. Have you taken your off time on a Saturday to visit that home without $1, without any groceries, just to be with them, chat with them? Do you know how they miss family life? How they miss their children? You going there, sitting down just for an hour chatting to those old people, you would have made their lives. Add value as the youth so that you create your brand. Then the next thing, after you know who you are, you now have to manage your fitness standards, starting with your mental fitness standards. We say control your temper. It's so painful for us parents to read in the newspapers that one of the youth has taken his life, her life. Why? Because the girlfriend, the boyfriend was taken by a friend. Huh? Is he the last born of this world? So why are you killing yourself? Right here at this place, someone came with goals to pray for a partner. They come to the mess seat, they kneel, they pray to God to say, may please bless me with the right man. And you are the right man and you are killing yourself. You want that youth to say God is not answering the prayers. Ha! You. Let's have a strong mindset. If a girl and or a boy goes with your friend, God has seen it fit that she's not meant for you. Don't kill yourself. And we say, live peacefully with others. Right now, I am here. This place is for Maina Baba Makandiwa and their team. If I had wronged her, would I be here? No. Live peacefully with other people, because one day I'll be knocking to your doors wanting my son to marry you. What will you do to me when you see my face and you were rude to me? Next thing, your financial fitness standards. We are youth. We are tempted. There are so many beautiful things that you have these days. There's nothing wrong with you having a car to drive because it's very convenient. But which is more convenient, a place to stay and a car to drive? You are employed today. You buy a car and that job is gone. The company closes. If you have invested in a stand, you go and build a Louis Lamba, Imbaye Mapranga. And you then sell tomatoes by the get, and you have a start, and you make money. But that car, ZBC will be after you, Zinara will be after you, insurance will be after you. It's a cost. We say invest strategically. And spend what you have and live within your means. Rudo might have an iPhone 15 Pro Max, and Susan, you have an itel. Good morning, sweetheart, on an iPhone, and good morning, sweetheart, on an itel is still good morning, sweetheart. You don't compare yourself with another youth, but you compare yourself with yourself to be a better you of yesterday. And you achieve that by working hard. There is no shortcut to success. If you want to enjoy life, ask your mother and father here how they got where they are now. They will tell you sometimes they would sleep without eating, but they survived because they had a goal to achieve, to build their personal brands. Now they have the brands, things are happening. Build yours as youth, and things will start happening. Then we have your fitness, your physical fitness standards. As youth, we need to exercise. It's good for our mental health. It's good for our physical health. But there are people who just eat and sleep, sit, watch TV, sleep, eat and sleep. This morning, before I was picked, I made sure I had my 30 minutes of exercise. If at 60 years, I'm 60 years old, if at 60 I can exercise, what stops you, the youth, to do the same? You don't have to subscribe to the gym. You can do it within your yard. You can do it walking. You can form a club and do that, and you will see how life is like. Then you're dressing. We say, dress the way you want to be addressed. CEO should come in your office and say, "Good morning, sir. Are you the GM?" By the way you will be dressed. UFI youth, you have leaders who dress well. These are your role models. And this should just come naturally. Because you have it in the house. If you wear ladies' clothes that laminate you, what are you saying? Remember, we have the male counterparts we live with, and you are laminated. Where do you want them to face when you are passing there? We have sizes that are small, medium, large, extra large, 3XL, 4XL. If your size changes, just move on to those sizes and you are good. It's not only the ladies, even the men. Your buttons start showing, opening up your buttons. What do you want us women to do when we see your skin? You wear your trousers somewhere here. God gave us a waist for a reason. The waist is not by the bums, it's by the waist. That thing you show us, it's called an underwear, which means it's one under the clothes, not outside the clothes. We say in dressing, dress for the occasion. I know UFI Church allows you to wear trousers, allows you to dress well, but respect the church. Wear that trousers that fits. And if you cannot go to play soccer, netball, basketball in this attire Vakoma is wearing, why do you go to the offices in tracksuits? Tracksuits are for sports, not for the office. You are UFI Church youth who have got great leaders who are looked up by a lot of youth, not only youth, but even us, people in business, because they are brands to reckon. Build your brand today. Then after you have groomed yourself, you are looking good. There's nothing wrong with weave and braids, youth. But as long as you know that braids, weave should be on your head for not more than 3 weeks. If you do more than 3 weeks, these men, vakasimba varume ava,
These men are strong.
the smell that comes from the head, imagine it's hot these days. You sweat, you get home, in the morning, you put oil, you go in the sun, sweat for a full month. These men, they don't tell you because they respect women. But they feel it. Makeup is a personal choice, ladies. Makeup is personal choice. No one is forced to have makeup. No one can be stopped to have makeup. But know how to put makeup. I've seen there is some makeup. When we do events, we have themed events. Some dress their makeup like they have a themed event that is happening in the evening when they are going to the office or going to church. Respect dress for the occasion. Then you have to smell good. I always tell people when I was a youth, when I was looking for a partner, my husband died 25 years ago. I would look at his watch, his belt, and the scent that would come out of him. That tells you what kind of a gentleman he is. If you invest in those, it's easy to catch us, men. How we wear the perfume, please note whether it's in a can, in a bottle, whether it's raw on, we wear them before we even put on our clothes. No perfume is sprayed on clothes. Please note, youth, we don't spray perfume. We spray cockroaches. We spritz. The spritzing controls the quantity of perfume you are applying on yourself. 1, 2 spritz behind the ears, 1, 2 spritz behind the other ear, then on your pulse points. If you put more on the pulse point, please don't rub. You just damp the other hand to transfer and release. If you rub, it changes the scent. Gentlemen, you can go further behind the ears and the pulse points to your chest and shoulders, provided you are not wearing a tie. And ladies, we go an extra mile behind our knees. And when you are buying, please buy perfume that is written odd perfume. Because that one, you wear it January to January. And it lasts. It's a bit pricey, but it lasts. The auditoire or eau de toilette in my mother's language, it's only one from 1 May to 31 August, and you pack it. If you wear it after that, it becomes poisonous, especially to those who have allergies. How many times have you gotten into combis and you say there is strong perfume in here? Someone would have one auditoire in summer, and it's a no-no. Then after all that, the bridge to influence, which is your communication skills. If you want to build your personal brand, communication is very critical. And in this environment we are in worldwide, communication is the #1 soft skill or life skill that is needed everywhere you are going. In developed countries, they are no longer inviting you for an interview and sit you where they are panelists like we are doing in Zimbabwe. They wait for you. The CEO comes down from the office, waits by the elevator, dressed like someone. As you enter the elevator, the CEO will speak to you, ask you a question to see your communication skills. If you then respond wrongly, the moment you get into the interview room, you will meet the CEO, who will then say to you, thank you, Vakoma, we met, you have failed the interview because you will have responded what is wrongly. So be very careful as you go for interviews, because there are some companies in Zimbabwe that are adapting that. Then we communicate to inform, to persuade, and build relationships. Are we talking to our colleagues when they do something wrong to us? Do we scream? When we scream, are we informing them that they've done something wrong to you? Are we persuading them to do better next time? Are we building relationships with our fellow youth? Learn to communicate properly, no matter your status. The way you treat the other person gives you the respect. I will share with you, last year, I was at your Chitungwiza church where I first met Amai Makandiwa. The way she greeted me and the other woman I was with humbled me. The greeting only summarized her brand for me, because it is what we expect. But some people take their status quo to wherever. But I tell you, my Makandiwa came humbling herself. We were in her territory. She could have challenged us because it was her territory, but she respected us because we were her visitors. That's communication I'm talking about. Yeah, mavaonaka.
You serve for
Kopai
yourself.
zvakanaka.
Copy well.
Then pemunoenda kunotsvaga mabasa.
When you go in search of jobs,
It's part of communication. CVs. A student intern and a graduate trainee. CVs are not the same with someone who has finished the graduate traineeship. Someone who has 3 years, 4, 5 years being employed. Only student interns and GTs are allowed to have 5 pages of CVs. Everyone else, not more than 3 pages. What will you be writing? I was a prefect. I was the Interact Club chairman. There are levels that now will not speak, but what is that you did during your internship and graduate traineeship? That is now what is on your CV. And it's summarized to 3 pages. Then you have what we call an abridged CV, which is a 1-pager. Normally, that one is presented when you are asked for a board to come and sit on a board. You don't send the 3-page. The 3-page is only required later when they want to put it on file. But before the consideration, they want an abridged CV, which is a 1-pager, which has quality of who you are summarized in there. Then you are invited to come and speak at UFI Church Youth Conference. Dr. Faye asks for a profile. You send a 3-page CV. What do you want her to do? She's a busy woman. You want to summarize that for you. You also have your half-page or a paragraph of who you are summarized in that. While I'm on that one, you then get to the interview room. It's part of communication. You don't walk into the room. If you walk into the room, you kill your confidence and self-esteem. You announce yourself in the room. I will announce myself in the room to those, then I'll come back to you. If you're a woman, tummy in, chest out, shoulders back, chin high, carry smell. Tummy in, chest out, shoulders back, chin high, carry smile. I'll be looking at the people who are going to interview me. By the time I sit down, I'm already used to them. I will not be threatened by their eyes because I have seen them. Then you get there. Please, no matter how tired you are, you have walked from charge office to Spaces College where you are having the interview. You don't take a seat on your own without being ushered to take a seat. You remain standing. Then they will say, please take a seat. Then you say, thank you. You don't just sit. And when you sit, ladies, we always hold our skirts and dresses before we sit. If you don't, they will be all over. If you are holding your folder, your iPad, your tablet, your laptop, please don't put those things on the table. They sit on your lap. Your hands sit on your lap. They don't sit on the table. The moment you put your hands on the table like this in an interview or in a meeting, you are challenging the people that are better than you. How can you challenge your employer? You lose a job because of those things. And you lock your hands. You lock your hands and you sit them on the lap. This helps when you want to do gestures. I was a head boy at Rusununguko. Then I went, and you'll be throwing hands all over. But if you lock them, by the time you release them, they are silent like this. I was the head boy. You allowed gestures, but in a subtle manner. Then you must have your personal branding portraits, at least 5 per year in the library. Not wait, may we have your portrait, Doc? Then she stands by the wall and says, please take me a picture, it's needed. That's not a professional portrait because it doesn't have the high quality that is required. I had those issues with Madam Doc on there. Then, these days, there are companies that invite you for lunch to interview you. It's part of communication. Those are the skills they are looking for, the softer skills. Even if you are to take the girls, your prospective husband takes you out to dine, please don't rush to order before he orders. Except the gentlemen also learn, don't take your girl out when you have $2 in the pocket. If you are a man, you get to dine, you say to your lady, sweetheart, feel free to order what you want. This also is the same when we are at work, where we are employed. When you take customers out, make sure you announce that they ask them to feel free to order what they want. Then if you know your budget is tight, you order first. Then if you are being hosted, if Vakoma orders quarter chicken and chips, unfortunately, even if you wanted a T-bone, order quarter chicken and chips, because I'm guiding you off my budget. And if you want a waiter, please, this, Mkoma, Budi, you just raise your hand, looking in the direction where the waiter is. If they cannot see you, if you are men and women on the table, the youngest man on the table rises and goes and calls the waiter. Never scream for a waiter. Then doggy bag. Women, my fellow women, Even if you are shy to eat, if the man has invited you, don't ask the waiter to pack the doggy bag for you. The host is the one who is allowed to ask the waiter to pack the food. Then, men, please don't embarrass your girl. You accompany her to the car with that doggy bag, and you get by the car and say, sweetheart, I know you were in a hurry, even if she was not. Go and finish this at home or at the office. Don't give her in front of other people, it's embarrassing. Then body language. The unfortunate part of body language compared to verbal is anyone can deduce what they want from what you are doing. And it might be wrong. I might pass through and this boy, two gentlemen in front here are laughing. I start looking at myself, is there something wrong with me? Why are they laughing? But maybe they were talking of their own issues and they started laughing as I was passing by. So we need to be very careful with body language. We are allowed to put our hands on the waist when we are at a cocktail, when we are paused after a presentation, when there are questions being posed, then you can put your hands on the waist, but make sure your fingers are looking in the front. This, a youth, seriously, even if you climb that mountain, don't put your hands behind. We know you are tired, but always show confidence because you are a youth. You are allowed to fold your hands, but make sure your fingers are seen. They are out there. Make sure your fingers are out. If you then put them inside like this, you are saying, whatever I'm saying to you is not correct. I'm hiding something from you. So always be in the open and show. And we are allowed to put our hands in the pocket, but only one hand. For men, you put the 4 fingers in the pocket, only one hand, and leave the thumb out. And the ladies, we put the thumb in and leave the 4 fingers out. That's the required. I'll ask you to come up here, be with me. I want to demonstrate something. Come. Then you remember during COVID, we would keep a distance between the next person. That is the recommended distance in etiquette that should be kept. I am talking to him. Face me. Don't worry, I don't eat people. Face me. This is the distance that is required. The World Health Organization also recommends that. As we grow old, we spit, and I might have some bacteria and it transferred to him. That's the reason. And in etiquette, it's respect of the opposite gender that we keep this distance. But there are people who are around, both men and women. He will make a step in. What you do, you say, COVID said you must keep a distance. That is bad communication. Come. What you do is you take a step back, but they will come in again. Come a step in. When they do this, you can't keep going back because you might fall. What you do is you turn and give them your shoulder, and you finish the conversation with them. Don't go, I'm still with you. Then we have handshakes. A handshake between a man and a woman is different between a man and a man. A man and a man, a woman and a woman can last as long as they want. But between a woman and a man, it's short and brief and sweet. And a handshake comes with a web. This web here. If a hand is coming to you without this web, it's not a genuine handshake. If they don't fold their fingers after holding your hand, it's not a genuine handshake. We call it a banana handshake. Come with a web. Yes. A man to a man, they can do this. Sometimes you do this. It's allowed in etiquette. A woman to a woman, we do this, and we can even converse and finish. But a man and a woman, a man who is not your man. Did you see that? Come this side so that they see also. Stand there. And you release. But ladies, please don't go like. You are communicating that non-verbally your hands are dirty. You can't touch my hands. And it's not good communication. Let's say a man then keeps holding your hand, but you know it must be sweet and brief. Please don't pull back your hand like this. What you do, can you all see me from these two sides? You take your other hand. Then you release. Never push them away. And men, please note, when you greet each other and someone put your hand on top here. This is non-verbal communication that I'm happy to see you. It's been long. That's the purpose of this. And ladies, we don't put a hand on top. It's only for men. Us comes with a hug. Us is a hug. Then go there. Then when hugging, okay, come this side. When hugging a man who is not your man, please note, men will never control a hug.
They'll take advantage of the opportunity.
So it's us ladies who control the hug. Come wanting to hug me. Don't worry, I will hug you. Come wanting to hug me. So what you do is you put a stopper. Come. You are marking your territory that you can't go beyond this. But men being men, they destroyed the walls of Jericho. They can destroy this one. So, ladies, we go a step further. Go back, come. You two put a stopper and you extend your body so that your breast, your waist does not touch a man who is not your man. But let's say you don't want to be hugged. You are allowed. If you don't want to be hugged, there is a non-verbal way of saying it which is very professional. You don't have to say, don't hug me, my boyfriend is around. Come wanting to hug me. You put a stopper and you extend your hand. Non-verbally. You are saying, you can't, thank you, take your seat. Then we have, I've seen UFI Church, you do a lot of events, which we emulate. You know, my daughter, very soon I'm losing her to UFI Church. Slowly, I was talking to Doc Faye there to say, please invite her, because she has already fallen in love with UFI Church. So it's a matter of getting in. We have what we call corsages and batoniers. It's one thing. It's chiruva wani chocho. But for men, they are called batoniers. For ladies, they are called corsages. And for ladies, this is the flower part of it. This is the stem. The ladies one. The flower faces down. For men, the flower faces up. If you put on a diplomat, the diplomats, they have a lot of etiquette and protocol. They will not say it's wrong because they respect you. They will simply go and remove and turn it down if it's a woman. So know that a corsage is for ladies, a batonier is for men. But these days, etiquette encourages people to do corsages for ladies for wrists so that you don't damage our clothes. And etiquette is also encouraging you to use artificial flowers for those things because of allergies. Other people are very allergic to flowers. Then name tags, corsages are put on the left and name tags are put on the right. So that when you are greeting someone, they look at you, they get to know your name. Then we have handbags. Can I have my handbag? The small one. Ladies, these handbags, if you see this, my mother's relatives who are 99.9% in this room, I see you. You put a Zambia. Then you put a jersey because it's hot. Then I see you, my mother's relatives, forcing this bag to fit on here. No. When it's like this, it's for the hand. And in the left hand or the arm. Still tummy in, chest out, shoulders back, chin high, and carrying a smile. And you are going. Or it's like this. And you are going. Don't force. When it has a sling, that's when we have. Let me have the laptop bag. This also talks to the men. You have your laptop bag. Sometimes you are wearing a jacket. You will see a jacket is one side because it's being pulled by this. You will be walking. It's going down. God gave us a hand. You put it on your shoulder, you take your hand, you hold it there. It will never fall down. Even if you're a gentleman, you are going. And your jacket will never slide on the side and look like you are lost. Then we have spectacles and sunglasses. This is not storage for sunglasses and spectacles. Neither is this a storage for sunglasses. Only if you are at a beach on holiday, that's when you are allowed to put your sunglasses or your spectacles on the forehead. They come with cases. If your shades don't have a case, you bought it in the streets. If you are building a brand, be a better you of yesterday by working hard. Not betting donations, but working hard. Then chewing gum. I'll be shocked if there's no one in this room chewing a gum. There are so many people, and this is the house of the Lord. You are chewing a gum. As much as it helps with your breath, but the moment there are two people, you have to spit it. If you are on your own, you can carry on chewing. In public, you cannot chew a gum. Worse, blow it. It's considered very, very rude. Okay. Then I am about to end. You define, after all that, you have managed your image, you have managed how you look, you have now know who you are. You need to define your brand identity. Discover your passions, your skills, your strength. Be genuine to yourself. Be honest with yourself when you do that self-reflection. Sometimes we want to lie to say that we are this when we are not. And I've spoken about authenticity and visibility. Then determine, identify your unique value proposition. What's your unique, what makes you different from the other youth of UFI and other youth in Zimbabwe? That's your unique proposition. Then identify your target market. Whom do you want to interact with as a brand? Are you going to be a socialite? Are you going to be a professional? Because you are allowed to be a socialite, but you cannot mix the two. People should not get confused whether you're a professional or a socialite. Then when you do that, you then start advocating for your brand. As you advocate, don't forget to advocate for the other person. You are here at UFI Church. You have learned a lot from Amaina Baba. When you talk about, you tell your story, advocate, I would not be here if it was not of my youth leaders at church. I would not be here if it was not of my mother who is down in Gokwe. I would not have been here if it was not of my teacher who taught me how to be disciplined. Advocate for others. That's how you build your brand. Then you go then to sell your story. Be seen, be found, connect with the right people. Online presence. Where are you? There are people who are shy to be online. What are you running away from? Did you impregnate someone and now if you go online, they will find you? How then will you build your brand in the digital world that we are living in? How will you be found if that employer is looking for the skills that you possess as a person? But when we are posting, we don't just post in J. I follow Amai on her platforms. She has beautiful pictures. Never one day have I seen her post of a picture of her there, full stop. And never one day have I seen her posting the food she eats in her house. Don't you think she eats beautiful food in her house? Doesn't she go on holiday? She does. But if she posts those holidays, Vakoma who does not go on holiday will look at her post and say, God, why did I go wrong? Why am I not going? Mental health challenges we are facing is because of the posts some of you post on there. Someone goes and kills himself because they have seen you all over Sunbed, Sun City, Mozambique, Bazaruto. Maybe you are there because your company has sent you for a conference, but you are busy posting enjoying life in Bazaruto. Before you post anything, ask yourself, what value is it adding to the next person who is going to read it? If it's not adding value to the person reading it and to your personal brand, then don't post it. A picture should be accompanied by good content. If you go to Bazaruto because you are youth, you are there at the beach, talk about Bazaruto so that the next person who is looking for a holiday destination can also choose Bazaruto. Talk about the importance to you as a human being going away and have a relaxed life. That's the content we are looking for. But we post certain chikaf. The moment you get to a restaurant, first thing is take food, post it. Nothing is said about that food. What are you saying to the next person who is reading it? And we also then say, if you are not a politician, don't comment on political posts. They are not for you. Remember, you represent a brand called UFI Church. The moment you do something as a youth of UFI, the brand is also stained. If you follow socialites, follow for entertainment, but don't be part of the wars they create on the platform. Because before you know it, your name is pulled into that fight. Then we have digital etiquette. You see a fellow youth's video, which is not good. You take it, you share it in groups and groups and groups. What are you doing to that brand? We are human beings, remember, we make mistakes. But what we learn from the mistakes, if we then repeat the same mistake, then it's a challenge. It becomes a mindset issue. If you see a fellow youth's video which is not good and you know her or you know him, invite that youth for a cup of tea. Sit her down. Rosemary, we saw your video and it doesn't look good for you. But it has happened. I'm here as a friend to pull your hand and make you rise again. Let's close the chapter. That's what a good youth with a brand does to other brands. Don't continue to destroy other people's brands. You go for a wedding, a friend's wedding, you have pictures taken. Like me, I'm here, I had pictures taken, I'm going to have more pictures taken. Before UFI Church posts on their platforms, I've already posted. I'm disrespecting UFI who have invited me because this event is not mine. I wait until UFI Church is posted on their platforms, then I post. Same with you when you do that. And don't post someone's photo without their acknowledgement. Funerals, even if it's your best friend, your BFF, you only post online when the family is approved that you post. That is what we call digital etiquette. As youth of UFI, as a brand, I want you to inspire, motivate a fellow youth, the people around you in your community. Even if they throw mud at you, say words that are painful. Go in the shower, take off the mud, come back, continue to inspire other people. Because you have a brand. I've gone through this. What are you going to do? Reflect on your personal brand today. What do you want to be known for? Because your attitude determines your career success. If you don't change your attitude, you are just like a flat tire. If it's not changed on a car, the car will not go anywhere. Go and change the attitude and build your personal brand. You have the education, you have the qualifications, you have the personality. What is stopping you from building your personal brand and become the person you want to be? What you need is the power of positivity. Change the way you look at things and the things you look at will change. If you say Zimbabwe is hard, when others are buying houses in Borodobrook, destroying them to the ground and building a 3-story house, believe in yourself that you can do it. As I stand here, I just want to encourage you, youth, the power of positivity. I told my children that my CV has seen it all. What it has not seen is being a minister or an ambassador. Then I said, I am going to be a minister, starting with deputy minister, I don't mind. Then my daughter said, but you don't have a constituency, neither are you affiliated. I said to her, even Kirsty Coventry didn't have, but she ended up there. And I even said to them, the current government, Inakana Makarad, President Wanogona Gutimba Koma, come and represent your territory.
That the current government has
Power
no colored
of
members.
positivity. I'm encouraging you, youth, to go out there and build your personal brands because you are unique in yourself. Let us all be winners as youth and encourage each other as you continue to connect with UFI Church and Wakoma. And I thank you. Thank you very much. You may take your seats. I'm told it's question time.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So I'm going to read out a question from my brother, Edman Nissi. So he's asking, you taught us on the bridge to influence and mentioned about communication skills. And you gave us an example of how Prophetess Ruth Makandiwa greeted you. His question would be, how do I communicate well in the presence of greatness or a mentor I'm seeking?
Wow, that's powerful. I would have given this mic to Amai to answer, if she doesn't mind, because she is the greatness that's being spoken about there. I'm honored. Amai said, you are also great, Wakoma. Go ahead and answer the question. So I will answer the question. The moment you know who you are, you know how to behave and present yourself. The confidence that you get and self-esteem when you are amongst the greatness, you will feel you are also great, but with the respect of the greatness. You hear me? Even if I was a minister right now in this territory, I will respect her because it's her territory. If she then comes to my ministry, I'm talking of government ministry because I'm not a pastor. Government ministry, if I ever get that position, she will give me, but I don't forget she also holds a high position in the spiritual field. And I give her that. So the moment you read the who you are and the who that person is, and you know your etiquette and protocol, it will be very easy, even if a chief is to walk in here, you know you don't speak in English to a chief in Zimbabwe, you speak in Shona. It's only when they respond in English, you start speaking to them in English. So just read the line between the two, and you are good to go. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I'm answered well.
Thank you so much. We have another question this end. Thank you.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
My question is on, if you allow me to be a bit nosy, I wanted to ask, how do you normally spend your weeks, just like the frames of how you usually spend your weeks, and maybe notes on subjects or topics like time management, efficiency, and work-life balance. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Starting with time management, what I do every Sunday evening, I start my week on my phone, on my hard copy diary. I list not things to do. If you list things to do, you will not do them because it's nje. But things to be done, you have to do them. So I list them in order of priority. If I don't go and see Dr. Faith to just hi to her, will I lose business? No. So where do I place it? Last. It has to be done, but in that order. I need to phone UFI youth leader to find out about my program. What will that do to my business? It will affect my business and my brand. I put it on top. It's a priority. That's how I manage my time. I wake up very early in the morning. First thing I wake up, I go online to address my online platforms. I wake up, I do exercises. Even if I have no work on that day to go out and do presentations, I still bath as if I'm going to work and dress up and sit, because any call can come anytime to say, Vakoma, come. I don't have to keep a customer waiting. Then every Tuesday, it's reserved for my me time. I have to take care of the body that makes the money. And that's the day I play golf. In golf, I find business. I connect with people. And I have my network, which makes my database. And besides helping my body, I'm still doing business in there. Then weekends, if I don't have events, I'm home. I love singing, although I don't know how to sing. I sing and dance in my house, and dance and sing like I'm seeing God in front of me. It helps in your mental well-being. When you see your idol, please don't think, sing, pace up and down. Sundays, I go to church if I'm not engaged on a Sunday. Are you answered? Thank you.
Thank you so much. I believe that was our last question. We are filled and empowered.